Hello, everyone. Hope you are doing well. Myself, Mr. Ajay Kharche, Assistant Professor at Kokon Gyanpit Rahul Dharkar College of Pharmacy and Research Institute, Karjat. Welcome all the participants to the Global Pharmaceutical Entrepreneurship Development Online Webinar Series, which is organized in collaboration with NCP, SPCP Professional Association, and Indian Pharmaceutical Association. Dear participants, today's webinar highlights on need of e-learning for changing pharma world, concepts, trends, and tools, which is going to be delivered by Mr. Bhushan Hatwar sir. Sir is the owner and founder of Bhushan Science, which is located at Raipur. Sir has completed his master in pharmacy in year 2008 in the stream of pharmacology. Sir has 12 years of teaching experience. Sir also worked as head of biotechnology department. Sir successfully established plant tissue culture. Currently, Sir is pursuing his PhD. Also, Sir is the owner and founder of Bhushan Science Academy, which organized India's first video lecture series for BPharm students. Sir is also owner of Tiba Pharmaceuticals and founder of Pubicon Journals. Sir has published more than 25 papers and one book with JP Publisher on animal handling technique. With this quick overview of Bhushan sir, I will request our below principal, Dr. Mohan Kale sir, to share his views. Sir, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Ajay. So I welcome you
Thank you,
all
sir.
to this session of Global Pharmaceutical Entrepreneurship Development Program organized by Kokon Gyanpit Rahul Dharkar College of Pharmacy and Research Institute. At the outset, I would like to thank Mr. Bhushan Atwar for giving his consent for this today's webinar. Mr. Bhushan Atwar is again a student of Nagpur College of Pharmacy, and I am proud that I taught him anatomy, physiology, as well as pharmacology during that days. He is also one of the entrepreneur who has, along with interest in academics, he has established his Thiba Pharma as well as he has started his own science and is involved in sharing the knowledge. That is the best part which I like. Now you have seen n number of students who have become entrepreneur. Many of my students also tell me, sir, can you join us? Can you become an entrepreneur with us? Can you join our business? I said, no, I love giving knowledge to the student. I love making the student. That's and that I am satisfied with that. I feel proud in that. And really, this uh, guy, Mr. Bhushan, he has also developed extremely well. And my best wishes to you, Bhushan. Dear students, delegates, faculty members, till yesterday, we had seen and studied what is entrepreneurship, what are different stages of entrepreneurship development, what are the qualities which are required for entrepreneurship development. Now, we begin with creating some idea, and from idea coming to the creativity. After creativity, making a business plan and overall establishment of an entrepreneur. But while doing so, one requires different resources for the study, because when you want to do something, when you want to see that all aspects, theoretical, practical aspects are clear, you should have lot of knowledge, theory knowledge as well as practical knowledge. You should have study resources. You should be acquainted with different websites of the study. And today, Mr. Bhushan Atwar will tell you the different sites, different study online where you can get knowledge, where you can get ideas, where you can get creativities, and where you can solve your various issues related to studies. Yesterday, we had studied 5 stages of business or entrepreneurship. That is development stage, then startup stage, growth stage, expansion stage, and maturity stage. And that is the part by which entrepreneur completes his entire business cycle, and is then a continuous process whereby he expands. That is that. Just in brief, I will just take up this. In other aspect, these 5 stages can be covered as 5S. Remember always, and these are important. The first stage is struggle, the most important part. Once you have created idea, once you have made a business plan, once you have entered into that development stage, real struggle starts, because everything is not as per your plan. You require constant investment of money. You require manpower, additional manpower. You require machines, mechanisms, new and new processes, marketing of inventories, new ways, making all distribution channels, merchandising the product as well. You require marketing of inventories, which are the basic inputs, and then merchandising of the product. So all this, while doing this, there is a vicious cycle, interdependent on each other, and you have to make struggle, lot of struggle for that. Basically, money is there, and based on money, all these things will depend. But if you are firm, you will achieve success, because everything comes. You can approach bank, no doubt. You can approach relatives for funds, and ultimately you can. But if you don't know what for what it is required, then there is no use. So it is a vicious cycle, and if you have a constant will and persuasion, you will achieve success in it. The second stage is survival stage. Now, once you have put up 1 or 2 years or 3 years struggle, the cash flow slowly starts coming with you, and now you try to enjoy that cash flow. Now, by this cash flow, your business starts surviving, survival of the fittest. So whatever things you have planned as per your business plan or the life cycle of the product, accordingly there is a survival stage. You can survive, but remember always, always remember, don't forget your goals, don't forget your aim, don't forget, don't forget the goals. Otherwise, you will be lost in the journey of cash, and you will forget rest of the thing, and your business will go to the third party. So be cautious at this stage. Survival, though the cash is there, but survival is also essential, because the next stage, there is a stability of business. Now, once you survive, that is survival of the fittest has taken place. You are well planning with the cash inflows. You are diverting your cash. You are diverting your business. Now, real profitability starts. The real teamwork starts. Real personal essence at the personal work also starts. So you enjoy the business, and your business becomes stable, and it should be. When you have spent lot of time, when you have spent lot of cash, when you have spent all this energy, so stability should be there. And at this stage, stable business is there. Now you have to think of expansion. So the next stage is actually a success. During this success, there is a rapid inflow of the finance. So your financial growth is tremendous. So you have to divert this finance properly. There is a personal income also, additional income, whatever you want. And this is what a person achieves success. But one should not say lose by this success. Again, you have to scale up, because as your business increasing, your competence increases, your envisage increases, your friends increases, your team increases. So you have to balance everything in your life and you have to scale up. You may have to divert your business. So that is scaling up properly, step by step. And with this, during this scale up, you also enjoy social life because all these years you have worked like animals. You have worked like anything, full time, 14 hours, 16 hours you have put. Now you can enjoy the life. You can join social clubs also. Enjoy because enjoyment is essential. Enjoy the social life. Reliability on your partners, reliability on your teamwork is most important. At this stage, when you scale up, the owner becomes slightly non-existent, but the brand works. Now that brand, you have to see that it works properly. Your team maintains all these things properly, and that are the basically 5 stages which we studied yesterday in brief. So overall, entrepreneurship is important as innovation for the national and global economic growth. If nobody does any innovations or entrepreneurship development, then there will be no growth of the nation. The entire GDP and everything will based on your entrepreneurship development. So you are an asset for a nation. Entrepreneurship is important. Innovation is also important for the national and global economic growth. Innovation is essential and we need it. But the real magic starts with the entrepreneurs. As entrepreneurs create customers and the customer in turn create jobs and economic growth is there. So one has to balance this properly. In short or in brief, I will sum up like this. Entrepreneurship is a horse which rides the cart. So innovation is the cart and entrepreneurship is horse. And in this cart, you enjoy, you enjoy your business, you enjoy your entrepreneurship. So and then creativities, ideas, discovery, innovation are one side like which can be stored in your car and the other side now becomes commercialization. Commercialization for good, commercialization for economic growth. So that is entrepreneurship, that is a business and that you have to achieve by increasing your knowledge, by increasing different resources. Dear students, best wishes. In next lecture, we will come with again next aspects of the entrepreneurship development. Now I invite Mr. Bhushan for his valuable lecture on this uh, webinar series. Mr. Bhushan, please.
Yeah,
Thank
sir,
you,
please
sir.
share your screen. Bhushan, sir.
Thank you, sir. Uh, Thank you, Kale sir, for
Welcome,
giving
welcome.
me
Yes.
this opportunity to share my views on this online webinar series. And first of all, my sincere thanks to management of Konkan Gyanpith, Rahul Dhakar College of Pharmacy and Research Institute, Karjat. Special thanks to my role model, Dr. Mohan Kale sir. Also, thanks to organizing team, Dr. Amol Chandekar, Mr. Ajay Kharche, Dr. Vaishali Jadhav, Mr. Amol Borde, and Poonam Patil. And also, at last but not the least, the participants and delegates for their active participation. And myself, Bhushan Atwar, owner and founder of Bhushan Science Academy. This webinar is about the entrepreneurship, and I am also an entrepreneur. But my entrepreneurship is connected with the education. So, as per my knowledge, the e-learning is the backbone of our economy, as I am thinking that. So, Today's presentation is about the need of e-learning for changing pharma world and what are the various concepts, trends and tools which can be used for changing the pharma world. We will discuss in this presentation. So first of all, because of the COVID-19, the coronavirus has given us a new era. Given us, you can say that the coronavirus has given us a challenge to virus want to see that how can you survive in this infection and environment. So if you want to become success in your life, so you have to convert each and every challenge into the opportunity. And I am also looking this challenge as an opportunity. And the keyword which can convert this COVID-19 challenge into the opportunity is the e-learning. With the help of e-learning, we can convert this challenge into the opportunity which can give our education system to a new height. So 2020 is the year which is the new era for teaching and learning, as I am thinking. And in this presentation, in this webinar, especially the beneficial will be the students, because in this webinar, in this presentation, I will discuss the various platforms which are available nearby you, from which you can collect your study material, from which you can study very well during this lockdown season. So let's start. This is the content. First of all, I will discuss what is e-learning, history of e-learning, e-learning literacy in India, e-learning and government, e-learning and higher education, education versus corporate sector, benefits of online learning, trends of e-learning, free online pharma education, and at last, question and answers. So, first of all, I would like to clear one thing, that there is no option for physical teaching. There is no option for classroom teaching. It was best, it is best, and it will best. But e-learning has given us a secondary option to how to continue our education during this challenging environment. So I would like to introduce you about the e-learning and their concepts, trends and tools. First of all, we will discuss what is e-learning. So e-learning is the simply, you can say that whenever you are gaining or giving any knowledge or any skill through the internet technology, or you can say that using the computer or mobile or laptop or tab, it is called as e-learning. The best advantage of e-learning is you can study whatever you want, whenever you want and wherever you want. There is no limitation. You can gain your education, you can study at any level of life. If you are 5 years old or you are 50 years old, you can study at any level. It is the best advantage of e-learning. Even though e-learning can be used inside the school and outside the school also. Or you can say that inside the college and outside the college also. If college and school adopting the concept of e-learning and online learning, definitely it will help the students to enhance their knowledge and their skill. And if few student or some student they are unable to attend the college, so they can continue their education through the e-learning. So these are the advantages of e-learning and online learning. Beyond this, I would like to summarize some advantages of e-learning. First of all, the advantage or best advantage is affordable. E-learning is affordable. You can purchase a course, e-course or online course from 100 rupees, and it will cost infinity, depending upon the nature of course and quality of course. So it is affordable as compared to the physical education. If you want to take admission in college or pursue any degree, you have to spend thousands of rupees. But if you want to gain any knowledge or any skill, you have to spend only few hundred rupees. After spending few hundred rupees, you can acquire a knowledge or acquire a skill or new skill through the e-learning. And it is time saving also. If you are going to college and want to pursue any course, so it will require 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, 4 year time. But e-learning, it giving the opportunity to sum up or complete your syllabus in shortest period of time. So it's time saving also. Next advantage is best faculty. Means anybody, any student, if is from the interior area or village area, and that student want to learn from the faculty of foreign country like USA, Japan. So with the help of e-learning and online education, that student can learn from the concerned faculty. It is no limitation. You can learn from whatever, from wherever you want. Then after you can say that because of e-learning, the students nowadays getting the best content. It's an unusual characteristics of e-learning. You can say that student having the number of options. Means, for example, I am saying that if you want to learn the cardiovascular system, if you want to learn the anatomy, physiology of cardiovascular system, so if you are going to college, the particular teacher is teaching you, and you are having only one option in the form of that teacher. But online education, in the platform of online education, you are having number of courses. You are having number of courses, and you can compare that courses. You can compare that content, and you are having option to choose the best material, whatever you want. So best content is the another advantage of e-learning. Then next advantage is availability. Previously I told you that e-learning is a concept from which you can learn whatever you want, wherever you want, and whenever you want. So availability is the one more advantage of e-learning. Then in the classroom or any tuition classes or physical coaching classes or colleges, before admission you are not having any facility of demo. Any facility of demo, you don't know. But in the e-learning platform, you are having the facility of demo. Before purchasing or before enrolling in the any course, you have option to watch the demo. If you satisfied with the demo, you can go through that course. Otherwise, you can skip that. So it is another option that you are having the facility of demo. Then another option is missing lectures. In the classroom, if you are in the college, if you are missed any lecture, so you don't have any option to repeat that class. You have to wait for that teacher. Whenever the teacher will get time, he will teach you. But in the e-learning platform, you are having the facility to rewind the lectures. If you want to watch any lecture 10 times, 20 times, 100 times, you can watch. So it is the best advantage of missing lectures. Then another advantage of e-learning is the evaluation system. During or in the classroom or in colleges, because of the various activities at the institute level, that faculty members or a staff member doesn't have that much of time that they will teach, and after teaching, they will evaluate the previous lecture by conducting the various exams or tests. But in e-learning, you are having that facility, you are having evaluation system which is well developed. So you learn, evaluate, learn, evaluate, learn and evaluate, which is one more advantage of e-learning. Then you are having the flexibility with the e-learning. If you want to learn chapter number 10 first, you can learn. If you want to learn chapter number 5 first, you can learn. But in the classroom, you have to follow the teachers. You have to follow the faculties. You cannot jump. So it is one more advantage, flexibility. And at last, advantage is stress-free environment. If you are having any trouble, if you are not feeling very good, you can skip with the e-learning. You can learn that topic tomorrow or day after tomorrow. But in the physical classroom, you have to learn, you have to attend class at that time only. So, stress-free environment is the another one advantage of e-learning. But there are some limitations also which are associated with the e-learning. First of all is the lack of connectivity. As we are in the developing country, India is a developing country, so still lots of area in the India is out of connectivity. So e-learning content is not approachable up to that area. Then the another limitation is the online fraud. Definitely, as the concept is spreading, there are many companies, there are many institutes, there are many coaching institutes which are launching their courses, which are launching e-learning platforms, which are launching their online education platforms. But with this advancement, there is a increase in online fraud also. Some website is after completion of transaction or paying the concern fee, they are not allotting the content up to that level. So online fraud is one of the major concern with the e-learning. There is another disadvantage or limitation, you can say, that with the e-learning, there is no facility of instant doubt clearing. In the physical classroom, you are having the facility to clear your doubt instantly. You can stand up and you can ask the question to teacher. But in the e-learning platform, you are not having that type of facility. You cannot ask question instantly. You have to wait for answer. You have to wait for few hours or few days or few weeks also. After that, you will get the answer about your question. And at last, the limitation of e-learning, which is the, I think, most big one, that is the distraction. Nowadays, we are having smartphone, we are having mobile phones, and with our education system, we are having social media also. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp, these are the social medias. So if you are learning any topic, if you are watching any educational video, and in between that you are getting the pop-ups, you are getting the messages that some friend is missing you, so you skip that video, skip your study, and you will shift up to the another platform like Facebook or Instagram. So this type of distraction is the one of the major limitation with the e-learning. If you want to go with the e-learning, so we have to remove this distraction whose name is social media. So if you can keep yourself away from the social media, you can use e-learning or online education at the best level. as I am thinking. So it is about the e-learning. It is the picture which summarizes what I have discussed till now. It is the history of e-learning. So e-learning is not a very new technology or very new concept. The history of e-learning started from the 1924. First of all, a professor from the Ohio State University has designed a machine whose name is automatic teacher in the 1924. After that, in 1954, a professor from the Harvard University has discovered a machine whose name is teaching machine. Then in 1960, there is a new machine which is having the ability to skip the question. And after that, there are some advancement with the technology, and now with the present year, we are interacting with the various online learning platforms and social media, from where we are gaining the knowledge, we are gaining the skill. I am not saying that the social platform is only for the entertainment. Social media can be used for the knowledge and skill gaining, like YouTube. I am also following YouTube, and I am gaining so many skills from them. So you can use social media and online platforms for the knowledge and skill also. This is simply I'm trying to represent the e-learning literacy in India through this bar chart. So in this chart, you can see that there is a yellow color bar and there is a gray color bar. The yellow color bar represents the percentage of literacy in India, and gray color bar representing the illiteracy in India. So you can see that in the year 2001, the illiteracy of India was about 35%. But in the year 2011, the illiteracy of India has reduced up to the 25%, or approximately 25%, you can say that. So there is a reduction of 10% in the illiteracy percentage. So this reduction is because of the e-learning. It is because of the e-learning, and this report is published by the Ministry of HRD, Government of India, that the illiteracy has reduced because of the e-learning. I will show you in next slide how the illiteracy will help the India to reduce the illiteracy percentage. These are the some facts which are associated with the government, and you can say that how the government is using the e-learning. We are not saying that the e-learning is only about to study textbook and your course material. Government can also use the e-learning tools to communicate his rules and policies effectively. If government has designing any rules or designing any new policy, he can government can deliver or communicate their content through the e-learning to the population also. Various schemes and plans, government agenda, these various laws and taxes, they can spread through the e-learning tools. At last but not the least, the government is using at the drastic level, government using the e-learning technology for educating or giving benefit to the farmers. The government has launched so many apps, so many websites from where the farmers can get their solution for the concerned problem. Okay, so this type the government is using the e-learning platforms for their benefit. Now it is the comparison, or you can say that it is the connection between the higher education and e-learning. I am very happy with saying that the India is second largest country or second ranked country in the e-learning after the USA. all over the world, from all over the world, India having the second rank on the online course enrollment student number. We are having approximately 1,55,000 students which are enrolled in the online education after USA. Higher education, you can say that the e-learning is involved or giving benefit to higher education with the other terms also. Like the students which had dropped out their school, so that student can use the e-learning platforms to continue their education or complete their education. As I am previously discussed that if any student, any person want to learn from any faculty, if I am from the India and I would like to learn from the any faculty which is from the USA, so through the e-learning platform I can gain the knowledge. I can learn from that teacher. But in physical classroom or classroom teaching, we are not having that type of option. So if you want to learn from any teacher, you can use e-learning platform. If you want, simply you can say that if you are in 11th class, 12th class, or you are pursuing any course, any degree or post graduation, and if you are interested in taking the education from the any teacher which is from the Delhi, you can use e-learning platform. You can access their content from e-learning platform and you can get the knowledge. Physically handicapped students are having the best advantage of e-learning. If you are, if the handicapped student or physically handicapped student are unable to attend the college, they can use e-learning platform and complete their education and gain the knowledge and skills also. So overall, you can say that e-learning is not dependent upon the government policies. It depends upon the technology. Better you know technology, better you can use the e-learning platforms. Better you gain the online education. So be with technology, stay with technology. Then this is the comparison between the education sector and corporate sector. How the e-learning or online education is performing or using in education sector and corporate sector. In one line, you can simply say that e-learning in the education sector is for the understanding purpose. If you want to understand any concept, if you want to understand any subject, you can use e-learning. But in corporate sector, it is not for the understanding. It is for the performance, simply performance. For example, I would like to say that in the corporate sector, companies designing the training sessions of 1 hour, 2 hour, 1 day, 2 day, 1 week, 1 month maximum. But in education sector, the e-learning content is designed for the months or years. So corporate sector is using e-learning for the fast pace. But in education sector, e-learning is at slow pace. In the corporate sector, e-learning is all about the performance, increasing the performance, increasing the sale, increasing, or you can say that gaining the promotions. But in education sector, the e-learning is about the qualification. You are getting degrees, you are getting diplomas. But in corporate sector, you are getting promotions. So these are the two sectors which are using e-learning content for the different purposes. These are some educational benefits of online learning. Students, you have visited so many websites during your doubt clearing session. If you are studying any topic and you are getting experiencing any doubt, so you are starting to search on Google. So what are the best answer for the particular question? And you are getting number of websites. you are visiting that website, but you are now confused that the particular data which is given on a particular website, is it correct or it is perfect? You can't judge the quality of that content. So how can you judge that quality of content which is given on that particular website? So whenever you want to judge, you can watch the comments which are given below that particular para or particular page. You can watch the views of other students or other person, what they are saying about the content. If they are continuously saying that the content is best and best answer we are getting, so you can believe on that content. So first educational benefit of online learning is student can share their perspective, student can share their views, and that views can be used by the another student to validate that particular data which is given on that online platform. The next educational benefit is the student experience a sense of equality. Whenever whenever we are talking about the colleges, we are talking about the universities, we are talking about the schools. So there are different schools and colleges range. We are having the A plus college, we are having the A grade college, B grade college, C grade college. Okay, so whenever there is a ranking to the university, ranking to the college, and the student is feeling that I am not studying in the A plus level college, we are studying in the B grade college. So there is a not a feeling of equality, but online platform giving students a feeling of equality. Each and every student can learn from the particular faculty or that faculty. So there is a student experiencing a sense of equality also. Instructors are more accessible. It is the one more major advantage or benefit you can say that of online learning. Any instructor are accessible through the online learning. I would like to learn from any faculty which is from the Delhi or Mumbai or from Pune, I can learn. But physical coaching or physical classroom, we are not physical classroom not giving us that type of option. Online learning also given benefit to the faculties or teachers also. Because of online learning, their workload has reduced. If you are teaching in a degree college, like for example me, I am an assistant professor and I am teaching anatomy physiology. From last 5 years continuously I am teaching on anatomy and physiology. Each and every year I have to repeat that content, repeat that content, repeat that content. But if I have developed online content, a digital content of my education, of my knowledge, so just once I have to create that content. After that, I can deliver that content repeatedly to the student. So it will reduce my workload. I can use that spare time to the other activities. So it is beneficial for the teachers also. Online learning giving advantage to the students which cannot attend college regularly because of some unavoidable circumstances. So it removes the reliance on physical attendance also. Then continuous access to material. Whenever you want to access any material in the form of audio-visual content, in the form of PDF files, PDF, PPT, PowerPoint presentations, in the form of blog, in the form of audio content, whatever material you want to access, you can access continuously at your level. It is one more advantage of online learning. You can utilize time very efficiently. This is the best advantage of online learning. You can use your time. If you are habitual to study in the early morning, you can study. If you are habitual of studying in late night, you can study. If you don't want to learn study any day, you can skip that day. This is the advantage of online learning. You can accommodate different learning style. If you are habitual of studying with the audio-visual content like video, you can learn. If you are habitual with the reading, you can read and study. So you can accommodate the different learning style, which is having the options with the online learning also. Provide opportunities for exploration. Each and every topic which is available on the online platform, you can explore that topic up to the depth. You can say that whatever you want to explore from that topic, you can explore. If you want to study that topic in more depth, you can study. You are having plenty of data, you are having plenty of websites, you are having plenty of videos which are available on the online platforms, which are giving you that opportunity that you can explore the particular topic and enhance your knowledge and enhance your skill. Maximize the classroom experience. Nowadays, there are so many companies, so many institutes are working on the e-learning content. They are using most advanced technologies to develop their e-content. They are trying to develop the content which are giving the same environment to the student as the student is feeling in the classroom. So there is a technology and advancement which are coming further in few years, you can say that. So the student we are a class and feeling that the student is sitting in a classroom and particular teacher is teaching a particular topic. Then online learning giving opportunity of rehearsal time. If any topic you can't understand in one time, you can repeat that video. You can repeat that video for 100 times, and until and unless you are understanding the topic, you can continue to repeat that topic. You can continue to rewind that video. So these are the some educational benefits of online learning. With the online learning, we can increase your knowledge and skill up to the level of style. There is a no limit. There is a no limit. These are the some technology trends which are associated with the e-learning. I will explain one by one all the trends. First of all, very familiar mobile learning. You are having pocket devices which are available with you 24 hours. So we are having so many applications in our smartphone which can be used for our e-learning or online education. Then micro learning. Micro learning is a trend which are generally used in the industry, in the corporate sector. They are designing the e-content of 1 hour, 2 hour, 1 day or 2 days, and providing that e-learning or online content to their employees to train their employee regarding a particular new product that company want to launch or any new policy that company has designed. So micro learning is the concept which are using in the corporate sector. Then Internet of Things. Internet of Things is the trend. You can say that, for example, you are having in your mobile a Daily Hunt. Daily Hunt is an application which is about the news. So whenever you are unlocking your smartphone, the pop-ups are coming out. So that type of automatic learning is coming under the Internet of Things. Then cloud-based e-learning. Before 5 to 10 years, there are so many CDs, there are so many DVDs, there are so many floppies, there are so many softwares which accommodating which having the collection of any data, any knowledge, any skill. And if you want to access that data, you want you have that software, you have that CD, DVD, or floppy. But nowadays, because of cloud-based e-learning, you can access any content from the any corner of world. If that content is available on the cloud server, you can access from any corner of the world. It is the cloud-based e-learning. Then gamification. This is the coming era, next coming era of our education, e-learning education, because so many industries in the metro cities or in foreign countries, they are working on this concept. They are converting their whole course. If I'm saying that if anybody pursuing their nursing, BSc nursing, so the course of BSc nursing, the whole course of BSc nursing has been converted into the a game of 5 hours, 10 hours, 20 hours. By playing the games, the student can learn their course content. So it is the coming era of online education, gamification. Then adaptive e-learning. Adaptive e-learning is the learning which is according to the need of learner. According to the need of learner. If you can, for example, you can say that if you are having any car, you are having any four-wheeler, and its horn is horn not working, so you simply search on YouTube how to repair that horn, and after watching any 1, 2, 3 video, you can repair that. It is the adaptive e-learning. It is according to the need of learner. Then augmented reality. Augmented reality is the technology, or you can say that it is the very good technology. You have seen a Hollywood movie whose name is Mission Impossible. In the Mission Impossible, the hero is wearing a glass, and in that glass having one button. After pressing that button, the person which is standing in front of hero, the whole information, the biodata and the history of that person is displaying in front of eyes. So that glass is an example of augmented reality, that is called as Google Glass. It is also a forthcoming technology in the e-learning sector. Then video e-learning, you know this concept very well. YouTube is the platform which is providing video e-learning free of cost. Then Beacon e-learning. Beacon e-learning is the e-learning concept which using the Bluetooth or wireless media. If you are having any content in your smartphone, you can transfer that content to the nearby smartphone through the wireless connection, to the Bluetooth, through the Wi-Fi. That type of learning is coming under the Beacon e-learning. Then at last, artificial e-learning. Artificial e-learning is the most advanced technology in the e-learning area, or you can see that e-learning sector. Whatever question you are having in your mind, whatever question, you ask a particular, you ask that question to a particular machine which having the artificial intelligence technology. That machine will give you instantly reply, instantly answer of that question. It is coming under the artificial intelligence. You have watched this type of technology with the device which is called as Google Alexa. Google Alexa. Google Alexa is the device which is using the artificial intelligence. And future trends in e-learning, future trends of e-learning in India. Now, as we are Indian, definitely we have to talk about the India. So, nearby future, the e-learning platforms are exhaustively used by the business or corporate sector. They will use these e-learning platforms to educate or train their employee. They will prepare a 10-minute video and transfer to their employee, and they say that just watch this video and back to your work after half an hour. So it is the future trend of e-learning. Then companies can use e-learning to introduce new product and educate customer. Company will use e-learning to, if company want to launch their new product, they can use the e-learning content and educate their customer about their product through the e-learning content. Then simulation gaming interactivity will enrich the e-learning. As I discussed earlier also, that the gamification is the new forthcoming era of e-learning. Maximum or so many industries are working on this concept and converting the whole course content into the game, or like you can say that a movie like video content. So these are the future trends of e-learning in India. Now coming on the main sector of our webinar, that the free online pharma education website. These are the some websites which providing the pharma content free of cost. Free of cost. And there are these days each and everybody is talking about the online education, e-learning, online education and e-learning. As a teacher, I am saying my students, you go through the YouTube, you go through the Google search and get learn. But the main basic problem with the student is that student is not aware about the platforms. What are the platforms which are available for the students to gain the knowledge? वो प्लेटफॉर्म्स कहाँ प्रेजेंट है, कौन सी वेबसाइट पे आपको डाटा मिलेगा, कौन से प्लेटफॉर्म पे फार्मा एजुकेशन का कंटेंट दिया है. हम बात कर रहे हैं कि हमें ई बुक से पढ़ना चाहिए, लेकिन ई बुक्स डाउनलोड कैसे होगी? हमें वर्चुअल लैब देखना है, हमें प्रैक्टिकल्स देखने हैं, हमें बायोटेक्नोलॉजी प्रैक्टिकल्स देखने हैं, हमें पीसीआर की प्रोसेस देखनी है, लेकिन हम वो वीडियो कहाँ देख पाएंगे? हमें फार्माकोलॉजी पढ़ना है, लेकिन हम फार्माकोलॉजी कहाँ से पढ़ें? पढ़ना है ऑनलाइन, हमें ये पता है, इंटरनेट हमारे मोबाइल पे है, लैपटॉप हमारे पास है, मोबाइल हमारे पास है, लेकिन what are the actual platforms on which the content is available? So in the next few slides, I will show you which platforms are providing free content and paid content also for the pharma students. So e-learning tools, generally students thinking that the e-learning is the only watching video. अगर आपने सिर्फ वीडियो देख लिया और ई-लर्निंग का मतलब सिर्फ वीडियो देख के पढ़ाई करना ही होता है, so it's wrong. E-learning having various tools like video lectures, blogs, e-books and virtual lab. If you are using these four things together, you can enhance your knowledge, enhance your skill up to the mark. So aware of these tools. Now the first website which I would like to introduce you with that is the Khan Academy. Khan Academy is my favorite e-learning platform because it providing education free of cost. Free of cost. It is an American non-profit educational organization which is established by the Salman Khan, not the Bollywood hero. It is an American citizen, and the Khan Academy has been established in the year 2008. 2008 में इसकी स्थापना हुई थी और ये जो है फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट एजुकेशन प्रोवाइड करते हैं. आप देख सकते हैं कितनी सारी लैंग्वेजेस में यहाँ पर कंटेंट है. साथ में मैं सबसे एक लैंग्वेज को हाईलाइट करना चाहूँगा, हिंदी. खान एकेडमी पे अब हिंदी में भी कंटेंट अवेलेबल है. जनरली अभी तक प्रॉब्लम्स ये हो रही थी कि हमारे इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स जो है जब भी खान एकेडमी विजिट करते थे तो वहाँ पे फॉरेन टीचर्स के द्वारा पढ़ाए हुए कंटेंट थे जिनका एसेंस हमें समझ में नहीं आता था, लेकिन अब हिंदी में भी कंटेंट इसमें अवेलेबल है. जैसे मैं आपको अगर दिखाऊं, यहाँ पर मैंने लाइव के लिए वेबसाइट ओपन करके रखी है. ये देखिए, खान एकेडमी पे आप जो है आराम से ये देख सकते हैं। और यहाँ नीचे में जाएंगे आप फुटर एरिया में, तो साइंस इंडिया लर्निंग हिंदी, ये दो ऐसे सेक्शंस है जिसमें आपको जो है फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट हिंदी में आप वीडियोस देख सकते हैं और अच्छे टीचर्स का कंटेंट जो है वो पढ़ सकते हैं। इसमें आप 9, 10th, 11th, 12th, ग्रेजुएशन, पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन हर एक लेवल का स्टडी आप कर सकते हैं। जैसे यहाँ पर देखिए क्लास 1 से लेके क्लास 12 तक का मैथ्स फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट अवेलेबल है। देन उसके बाद आप इधर नीचे में जाएंगे हमारे फार्मा स्टूडेंट्स के लिए, तो यहाँ पर केमिस्ट्री, ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री, बायोलॉजी और हेल्थ मेडिसिन, ये 4 सब्जेक्ट ऐसे हैं जिसमें फार्मा कंटेंट अवेलेबल है। तो आप खान एकेडमी का भी यूज कर सकते हैं अपने नॉलेज को एनहांस करने के लिए। और सबसे खास बात कि ये फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट है, आपको कुछ भी पे नहीं करना है। ओके, तो ये पहले वेबसाइट थी खान एकेडमी। देन उसके बाद नेक्स्ट वेबसाइट है कोर्सेरा। कोर्सेरा में 58 मिलियन से ज्यादा लर्नर्स है, 4200 से ज्यादा कोर्सेस अवेलेबल है, 20+ इसमें डिग्रीज। ये कंपनीज जो है एक स्टैनफोर्ड प्रोफेसर द्वारा स्टैब्लिश की गई थी, 2012 में इसकी स्थापना हुई थी। यहाँ पर कंटेंट जो है ये फ्री भी है और कुछ कंटेंट पेड भी है। यहाँ पर आप देखेंगे इंजीनियरिंग, डेटा साइंस, मशीन लर्निंग, मैथमेटिक्स, बिजनेस, कंप्यूटर साइंस, डिजिटल मार्केटिंग, ह्यूमैनिटीज, मेडिसिन एंड बायोलॉजी, ये फार्मा स्टूडेंट के लिए काम की 2 स्ट्रीम्स है जिसका कंटेंट आपको coursera.org पे मिल जाएगा। more than 200 of the world's top university and instructor educator, यहाँ पे जो है 200 से ज्यादा जो वर्ल्ड की टॉप की यूनिवर्सिटीज है उनके डिग्रीज अवेलेबल है और वहाँ के एजुकेटर्स ने यहाँ टीच किया हुआ कंटेंट जो है आपको मिल जाएगा। तो कोर्सेरा को अगर मैं आपको दिखाऊं तो कोर्सेरा आपको देखिए, वेबसाइट का नाम है coursera.org। यहाँ पे आपको हर टाइप का कंटेंट मिल जाएगा। आप जिस भी सेक्शन में, जिस भी एरिया में आपको स्टडी करना है उसका कंटेंट आपको मिल जाएगा। इवन दो हमारे फार्मेसी स्टूडेंट्स के लिए यहाँ पर मेडिसिन रिलेटेड कंटेंट भी अवेलेबल है। और इन सभी प्लेटफॉर्म्स की खास बात यह है कि आप वर्ल्ड के बेस्ट टीचर का कंटेंट एक्सेस कर सकते हैं। आप रेस्ट्रिक्टेड नहीं हो अपना कंटेंट एक्सेस करने के लिए। देन ओपन कल्चर, ये एक थर्ड वेबसाइट है जो 2006 में स्थापना हुई थी। इसमें भी कंटेंट कुछ फ्री और पेड है। यहाँ पे खास बात ये है कि आपको 1000 से ज्यादा ऑडियो बुक्स देखने को, सुनने को मिलेगी। ऑडियो बुक्स एक न्यू ट्रेंड है जहाँ पे आप बुक्स को सुन सकते हैं, आपको पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है। आपने ईयरफोन लगा लिया, हेडफोन लगा लिया और आराम से वो ऐप जो है आपको वो बुक पढ़ के सुना देगा। यहाँ पे आपको 1150 मूवीज से ज्यादा आपको यहाँ पर मूवीज मिलेगी और ये मूवीज बॉलीवुड या हॉलीवुड मूवीज नहीं है, दे आर एजुकेशनल मूवीज, दे आर कोर्स मूवी। सो यहाँ पर आप इंग्लिश में कंटेंट एक्सेस कर सकते हैं। तो openculture.com भी जो है एक अच्छी वेबसाइट है जिसका आप यूज कर सकते हैं अपने नॉलेज को एनहांस करने के लिए। ओके, यहाँ पे भी मैं ज्यादा प्ले करके नहीं दिखा रहा हूँ, लेकिन आपको ये प्लेटफॉर्म्स की जानकारी दे रहा हूँ मैं। देन उसके बाद यूडेमी भी मेरी एक वन ऑफ द फेवरेट वेबसाइट है। मैंने खुद ने यहाँ से कोर्स परचेज किए हुए हैं। यूडेमी फिर से एक बार अमेरिकन कंपनी है जो कि 2010 में इसकी स्थापना हुई थी। फ्री और पेड कंटेंट दोनों के दोनों इसमें अवेलेबल है। यहाँ पर आप अगर देखेंगे तो 1,50,000 कोर्सेज से ज्यादा इस वेबसाइट पे कोर्सेज अवेलेबल है। आप जो भी कोर्स करना चाहो आप इस पे कर सकते हैं। अगर आपको सिंपली ये सीखना है कि मेरे लैपटॉप का कीबोर्ड काम नहीं कर रहा है तो भी इस वेबसाइट पे आपको लैपटॉप रिपेयरिंग के भी कोर्सेज मिल जाएंगे। इवन दो इफ यू वांट टू लर्न anatomy physiology, if you want to learn pathophysiology, if you want to learn biochemistry, if you want to learn pharmacology, you can purchase the course from Udemy and get study. Udemy वेबसाइट पे हम जाएंगे। Udemy भी बहुत अच्छी वेबसाइट है। हालांकि मैं एक बात आपको क्लियर करना चाहता हूँ कि इंटरनेट पे मिलियंस ऑफ वेबसाइट अवेलेबल है। डेली वेबसाइट नहीं बन रही है, डेली वेबसाइट डिलीट हो रही है, लेकिन मैंने सिर्फ चुनिंदा वेबसाइट्स सिलेक्टेड वेबसाइट्स को ही अपने प्रेजेंटेशन में इंक्लूड किया है। इट्स ओनली बिकॉज कि मुझे रिलायबल प्लेटफॉर्म्स आपको शो करने थे। ये ऐसे प्लेटफॉर्म्स है जहां पर कभी फ्रॉड नहीं होता है, यहाँ पर कभी आप डिसअपॉइंट नहीं होंगे, यहाँ पर आपको कंटेंट A+ लेवल का ही मिलेगा। तो ये यूडेमी की वेबसाइट है जहाँ पर आप देखिए, जैसे यहाँ पर है एन एंटायर MBA 1 ईयर कोर्स अवार्ड विनिंग बिजनेस स्कूल कोर्स। तो ये जो है इस टाइप के कोर्सेस आपको देते हैं, साथ में स्किल एनहांसमेंट के लिए, नॉलेज एनहांसमेंट के लिए भी इसमें कोर्सेस अवेलेबल है जो शॉर्ट टर्म कोर्सेस होते हैं। अगर आप एक टीचर हैं, आप कोई फैकल्टी हैं, तो आप इसमें अपना कंटेंट बना के अपलोड भी कर सकते हैं, जिससे आपको प्रॉपर एक अर्निंग भी हो जाएगी। देन उसके बाद नेक्स्ट जो प्लेटफॉर्म है वो है आपका EDX। EDX जो है ये अभी तक के जितने प्लेटफॉर्म्स मैंने बताया हूँ उनसे थोड़ा सा अलग है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे इंस्टीट्यूट्स लेवल के कोर्सेस अवेलेबल है। यहाँ पर स्किल एनहांसमेंट या नॉलेज एनहांसमेंट के कोर्सेस अवेलेबल नहीं है। यहाँ से आप जो भी कोर्स परचेस करेंगे वो आपको पर्टिकुलर कोई डिग्री प्रोवाइड करेगा या कोई डिप्लोमा देगा। यहाँ पे आपके पास शॉर्ट टर्म कोर्सेस अवेलेबल नहीं है। हार्वर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी का ये प्रोजेक्ट है EDX.com, और इसमें भी कुछ कंटेंट फ्री है लेकिन मैक्सिमम कंटेंट इसमें पेड है, और ये सिर्फ यूनिवर्सिटी लेवल के कोर्सेस को ही होल्ड करता है। तो EDX.com जो है, EDX.org सॉरी, यहाँ पर 2500+ ऑनलाइन कोर्सेज फ्रॉम द 140 इंस्टीट्यूशंस अब अवेलेबल है। तो आप अगर कोई कोर्सेज, अगर आपको टेक्सास यूनिवर्सिटी से MBA करना है, so you can pursue MBA from the Texas Institute from your home also. Then उसके बाद जो नेक्स्ट प्लेटफॉर्म है वो है आपका एलाइजन। एलाइजन जो है ये भी एक आयरलैंड की कंपनी है जो कि 2007 में एस्टेब्लिश हुई थी। इसको मैंने अपनी लिस्ट में इसीलिए इंक्लूड किया है कि इसमें भी आपको हिंदी में कंटेंट देखने को मिलेगा। इसमें आपको डिग्री कोर्सेज से लेकर डिप्लोमा कोर्सेज से लेकर स्किल एनहांसमेंट के कोर्सेज मिल जाएंगे। जो स्ट्रीम इसमें इंक्लूड है, टेक्नोलॉजी, लैंग्वेज, साइंस, हेल्थ, ह्यूमैनिटीज, बिजनेस, मैथ्स, मार्केटिंग, लाइफस्टाइल, हर टाइप के कोर्सेज आपको इसमें मिल जाएंगे। फिर उसके बाद लेक्चरियो अपने आप में एक एक्सीलेंट वेबसाइट है, lecturio.com, जो कि 2008 में एस्टेब्लिश हुई थी। फिर से एक बार इसमें फ्री और पेड कंटेंट अवेलेबल है। लेक्चरियो जो है वो मेनली लॉ, बिजनेस और मेडिसिन सेक्टर में कंटेंट प्रोवाइड करता है। तो यहाँ पे लेक्चरियो को मैं दिखाना चाहूंगा। लेक्चरियो जो है इसमें नर्सिंग, मेडिकल, ये सभी कंटेंट अवेलेबल है। तो जहाँ भी नर्सिंग या मेडिकल आता है, हमारे बी फार्मा का कंटेंट आपको डेफिनेटली यहाँ मिलेगा। कुछ कंटेंट यहाँ पर फ्री है और कुछ कंटेंट यहाँ पर पेड है। यहाँ पे जो वीडियोस होते हैं ये एनिमेटेड वीडियोस होते हैं और आपको स्टडी करने में बहुत ज्यादा इजी है। देन उसके बाद नेक्स्ट जो वेबसाइट है, ये सभी ऐसे बताओ जहाँ पे फ्री कंटेंट अवेलेबल है। ओके, अब ये तो बात हो गई वीडियो कंटेंट की। अब बात आती है ई बुक्स की, क्योंकि मैंने आपको बताया था टूल्स ऑफ ई लर्निंग में आपका ई बुक्स दिया था। तो ई बुक्स अगर आपको आपके सब्जेक्ट की डाउनलोड करना है, हालांकि ई बुक्स लीगल नहीं है, फिर भी अगर हमको पढ़ना है, क्योंकि लॉकडाउन में हमारे पास ज्यादा ऑप्शंस नहीं बचे हैं, तो archive.org और pdfdrive.com, ये दो ऐसी वेबसाइट्स है जिन पे आपको थाउजेंड्स ऑफ बुक्स जो है वो फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट PDF फॉर्मेट में मिल जाएगी। आप बस नाम डालिए, राइटर का नाम डालिए, आपको वो बुक आपके मोबाइल पे या आपके लैपटॉप पे डाउनलोड हुई मिलेगी। तो आप ये दो वेबसाइट का यूज कर सकते हैं, archive.org और pdfdrive.com। ये मैं आपको दिखाना चाहूंगा। ये देखिए, ये archive.com है। यहाँ पे आपको इतने सारी कैटेगरी की बुक्स जो है वो फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट मिल जाएगी। देन उसके बाद PDF ड्राइव, ये तो एक्सीलेंट वेबसाइट है। आप तो इसमें बस नाम डालिए, इवन दो फार्मा स्टूडेंट्स की जितनी भी बुक्स है, चाहे वो फॉरेन ऑथर हो चाहे वो इंडियन ऑथर हो, उसके बुक्स आपको यहाँ पे आसानी से मिल जाएंगे। देन उसके बाद कुछ वेबसाइट्स और भी है जो ई बुक्स प्रोवाइड करती है, जैसे pharmaclub.in, thegreatpharmacist.com ये वेबसाइट्स है, हालांकि archive.org या PDF ड्राइव जैसे इतनी बड़ी नहीं है, फिर भी इनमें नंबर ऑफ बुक्स जो है अवेलेबल है और ये काफी समय से ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म पे अवेलेबल है, इसीलिए मैंने इन वेबसाइट्स को अपनी लिस्ट में इंक्लूड किया है। फिर उसके बाद फार्मेसी ebook.blogspot.com और साथ में pharmamirror.com, ये भी कुछ ऐसी वेबसाइट्स है जहां पर आपको ई बुक्स मिल जाएगी। आप चाहे तो इन वेबसाइट का नाम नोट कर सकते हैं, तो प्रेजेंटेशन के बाद आप इन वेबसाइट को विजिट करके जो है अपनी कंसर्न बुक को डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं और अपना एजुकेशन जो है कंटिन्यू कर सकते हैं। लास्ट जो वेबसाइट है वो है pharmatechbd.blogspot.com, ये भी एक वेबसाइट है जिसमें नंबर ऑफ बुक्स जो है वो अवेलेबल है। अब बात करते हैं वर्चुअल लैब्स की। तो अभी तक जो हमने देखा वो वीडियो कंटेंट देखा, फिर उसके बाद हमने ई बुक्स की बात की। अब ये वर्चुअल लैब जो है ये ऐसा कंसेप्ट है जिसमें आप जो कॉलेज में प्रैक्टिकल्स करते हैं उन प्रैक्टिकल्स को आप वर्चुअली देख सकते हैं, समझ सकते हैं और आप ये फील कर सकते हैं कि आपने वो प्रैक्टिकल परफॉर्म किया है घर बैठे बैठे। तो ये वर्चुअल लैब, हालांकि द कंसेप्ट इज वेरी एक्सपेंसिव, it require the expensive tools, so it is not possible at individual level to develop the virtual lab. So this concept has developed by the Ministry of Human Resource Development, MHRD ने इसको डेवलप किया हुआ है। उनकी डेवलप की हुई वेबसाइट ये है, जिसमें आपको मैं इसमें वेबसाइट पे लेके चलता हूँ। यहाँ पे आपको वर्चुअल लैब देखने को मिल जाएगी, ये वर्चुअल लैब है। जैसे यहाँ पर vlab.amrita.edu ये वेबसाइट है। जैसे यहाँ पर मैं जाऊँगा बायोटेक्नोलॉजी एंड बायोमेडिकल इंजीनियरिंग, यहाँ पर आप देखेंगे तो जैसे फार्मेसी स्टूडेंट्स के लिए मैं बोलूँ तो बायोकेमिस्ट्री वर्चुअल लैब 1। तो जो प्रैक्टिकल्स आप अपने लैब में करते हैं, अपने कॉलेज में करते हैं, दैट प्रैक्टिकल कैन आल्सो परफॉर्म, नॉट प्रैक्टिकली बट वर्चुअली यू कैन imagine that the practical is going on. So in this type of website, each and everything, objective, theory, then procedure, observation, each and everything is given, the procedure, and animation also is available. So you can watch what is happening inside the test tube. Despite it require login, and login is free. So later on you can make a account in this website and you can access the content. These are the virtual lab. Okay. Then the one of the most popular platform, YouTube अपने आप में इतना बड़ा सोशल नेटवर्किंग प्लेटफॉर्म हो गया है कि इस पर आपको हर टाइप का कंटेंट मिलेगा। अगर आपको आपके घर का नल भी बनाना है तो भी आप इसमें YouTube में ढूंढ सकते हैं। प्लम्बर भी जो है आप अपना वीडियो अपलोड करना शुरू कर दिए हैं। और एजुकेशन के लिए तो मैं YouTube को एक वरदान मानता हूँ कि YouTube एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म है जहाँ पर कोई भी टीचर अपने स्टूडेंट को फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट पढ़ा सकता है, तो आप YouTube का यूज कर सकते हैं। अब फिर से क्वेश्चन सेम अराइज होता है कि YouTube पे इतने सारे प्लेटफॉर्म्स है, इतने सारे YouTube चैनल्स हैं, हम किस पे बिलीव करें, किस पे बिलीव न करें, which channel is authenticated, which teacher having the knowledge or not having the knowledge. So these are the some channels which are having good reputation among the pharma YouTube channels. I have selected very few of them because of the limitations of presentation time, but I will show you one by one each and everything. It is the Armando preparing or creating the video on the subject anatomy physiology, and its explanation. His explanation is at the extreme. I like it. Then the next YouTube channel is Rajiv Ranjan Gupta. He is a MBBS MD doctor. MBBS MS, and he is creating once again videos on the anatomy, physiology, and pathophysiology subject. So you can learn from this YouTube channel also. Speed Pharmacology. It is also a channel who is creating videos about the pharmacology and explaining the mechanisms and concepts by using the various images. Dr. G. Bhanu Prakash. One more thing, Rajiv Ranjan Gupta has explained its content in the Hindi. Okay. Then Bhanu Prakash is a ex associate professor. I'm not able to remember the college name, but he is also teaching very well. I am also following Bhanu Pratap. After that, the Bhushan Science. Bhushan Science is my channel. In this channel, you are getting the videos of B Pharma first year, first sem, second sem, human anatomy, physiology. Complete syllabus I have uploaded. So, if you want to learn human anatomy, physiology, you can use this channel. Okay. Then GPAT Discussion Center. It is the YouTube channel which is providing the content for the GPAT preparation. If you are in third year or final year, or you can you are in second year, you can use this channel to enhance your knowledge. GPAT Discussion Center. Dr. Pushpendra Classes. Dr. Pushpendra Classes, he is a PhD holder, and in this YouTube channel, he is uploading the videos which are related with the instrumental analysis and organic chemistry. Instrumental analysis means like NMR, mass, IR, UV, okay, and organic chemistry. These both subjects videos are available on Dr. Pushpendra Classes YouTube channel. These are the some YouTube channels which are holding the good reputation in the pharma education. Then now talking about the paid e-learning platforms. पेड ई लर्निंग प्लेटफॉर्म्स में सबसे पहले मैं इंट्रोड्यूस कराना चाहूंगा आपको बी फार्म के लिए इंडिया की फर्स्ट वीडियो लेक्चर सीरीज विच इज अवेलेबल ऑन द bhushanscience.com. यहाँ पे हमने आप देखेंगे ये वेबसाइट है जो कि अलग अलग सब्जेक्ट्स के वीडियोस, फुल कोर्स वीडियो जो है अलग अलग टीचर्स ने बनाए हुए हैं और इन्होंने अपना अपना कंटेंट जो है अवेलेबल किया हुआ है. यहाँ पर वीडियो लेक्चर्स के साथ जो है आपको MCQ और नोट्स भी देखने को मिलेगी. भूषण साइंस की ऐप भी अवेलेबल है और मैक्सिमम कंटेंट यहाँ पर फ्री है. कुछ कंटेंट पेड है लेकिन आप जो है उसको एक्सेस कर सकते हैं. तो भूषण साइंस को आप जरूर विजिट कीजिएगा और उसकी ऐप भी डाउनलोड कीजिएगा. ये हमारी ऐप है. देन उसके बाद GDC प्राइम ऑनलाइन क्लासेस, जो मैंने जीपैट डिस्कशन सेंटर बताया था, वो उनका यूट्यूब चैनल है और ये उनकी वेबसाइट है gdconlinetest.in. ये वेबसाइट जो है यहाँ पर इनके पास 1,000 रुपीज से लेकर 10,000 रुपये तक के कंटेंट जो है इनके पास अवेलेबल है. इनके पास वीडियो लेक्चर, हार्ड कॉपी नोट्स, PDF notes, notes in the form of PPT, each and everything is available with this platform. Okay. Then उसके बाद ये दूसरा प्लेटफॉर्म है जिसका नाम है क्विक लर्न 360. ये भी जो है आपको GPAT के प्रिपरेशन के लिए कंटेंट प्रोवाइड करते हैं. इस वेबसाइट की खास बात ये है कि इन्होंने माइक्रो लेवल से लेके मैक्रो लेवल तक के कंटेंट को प्रोवाइड किया है. यहाँ पर जो है आपको अगर पूरे सिलेबस का टेस्ट देना है वो भी आप दे सकते हैं. अगर आपको एक पर्टिकुलर हेडिंग का कोर्स देना है तो वो भी आप इसमें दे सकते हैं. सो इट हैविंग टेस्ट फ्रॉम द माइक्रो टू मैक्रो लेवल. These are the some photos of alumni. Now the last is fundamental pharmacy. फंडामेंटल फार्मेसी जो एक प्लेटफॉर्म है इसको मैं आपको दिखाना चाहूंगा. फंडामेंटल फार्मेसी, यहाँ पर ये फंडामेंटल फार्मेसी जो वेबसाइट है यहाँ पर आपको 500 रुपीज से लेकर 2000 रुपये तक के पैकेजेस इनके पास अवेलेबल है, जो कि जीपैट प्रिपरेशन में हेल्प करते हैं। ये लोग अपना PDF कंटेंट प्रोवाइड करते हैं, साथ में इनकी वेबसाइट्स पे अनलिमिटेड टेस्ट आप दे सकते हैं। ये इनके साथ खास बात। ओके, fundamentalpharmacy.com। तो ये थे पेड टूल्स। अब जो है इसके बाद आता है क्वेश्चन आंसर का सेशन। तो क्वेश्चन आंसर में अगर आपके पास कोई क्वेश्चंस है तो डेफिनेटली यू कैन आस्क मी। फार्माको विजिलेंस और क्लिनिकल ट्रायल्स के लिए गवर्नमेंट की कई सारी साइट्स है। आप उन पे जाकर फार्माको विजिलेंस और क्लिनिकल ट्रायल के जो भी रिसोर्सेस है उसको यूज कर सकते हैं। ओके, एग्जैक्टली मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा है उसका डोमेन एग्जैक्टली याद है, लेकिन ऐसी 2 वेबसाइट्स है जिनके पास जिस वेबसाइट पे जो है फार्माको विजिलेंस और क्लिनिकल ट्रायल का 100% कंटेंट अवेलेबल। सर देयर इज एनी चैनल ऑन यूट्यूब फॉर फार्माकोग्नोसी के लिए आपको चैनल मिल जाएगा। उसका नाम है सोल्यूशन फार्मेसी। सोल्यूशन फार्मेसी एक चैनल है जहां पर आपको फार्माकोलॉजी का भी कंटेंट मिल जाएगा और फार्माकोग्नोसी का भी कंटेंट मिल जाएगा। काइंडली शो योर चैनल एंड्रॉइड ऐप स्लाइड। ओके, आई विल शो यू। You can search simply in a Google Play Store. You simply type Ocean Science. You will get this app. It is free of cost. You can download. Okay. Any other question? Hello sir, I want to know about validation period of such courses done by the website as you mentioned in the webinar, and those courses are applicable to India. It depends upon the structure of course. It completely depend upon the structure of course. Validation, you can say that you can use these courses in India and outside India also, because you are getting certificates directly from the university. It is not simply e-certificate. It will be the hard copy certificate, which is directly delivered to your address from the university after completion of the e-learning course. Okay. If you are, please tell us about pharmacovigilance job. Pharmacovigilance is having plenty of jobs. A number of jobs are available, but you have to move to the metro cities. If you are ready to move to the metro cities, you are having number of options. Pardon, please can you explain about preparation of blog? Preparation of blog is simply, once again, I am repeating my sentences. Just type this question on YouTube. You will get 100 of video and you can prepare your blog. Can we prepare online videos and upload free in this website? Yes, definitely, ma'am. You can prepare your video and you can upload to Udemy like website. You can upload on Ocean Science also. If you are a pharma teacher, you can upload on our website free of cost. Sir, how can I upload my book online? If you want to, if you are an author, then you can upload. If you are not an author of that book, the uploading is illegal. Okay, and if you want to really upload, prepare your website and you can embed that book in that, on that particular website.
Okay, thank you, sir. There are lots of questions are coming, but we'll take only few questions. So I think the time is running out. So it's time to conclude the session. So I request Poonam madam to conclude the session. Poonam madam, over to you.
Thank you, Ajay sir. It's a great honor and privilege to propose vote of thanks on behalf of entire fraternity of Konkan Gyanpith Rahul Dharkar College of Pharmacy and Research Institute, Karjat, on this fifth day morning session of Global Pharmaceutical Entrepreneurship Development. I would like to express my hearty thanks to Mr. Bhushan Hatwar sir for today's wonderful session. His insightful session on need of e-learning for changing pharma world concepts, trends and tools was full of wisdom and information. Sir has shared various e-learning resources offered by government as well as by private sectors. This session was very useful and informative for the learners to enjoy uninterrupted learning in this pandemic situation from various resources mentioned by sir. Once again, thank you, sir, for sparing your precious time for all of us. Next, my sincere thanks to our management for giving us opportunity to organize this second online webinar series on national platform. I am thankful to our beloved principal, Dr. Mohan Kale sir, for sharing valuable and inspirational thoughts while addressing today's session. I am also thankful to our enthusiastic coordinator, Dr. Amol Chandekar sir, for his guidance and motivation. I am grateful to organizing committee, Dr. Vaishali Jadhav, Mr. Ajay Kharche, Mr. Amol Borade for their continuous assistance during the session. Last but not in the least, I am thankful to all dear participants and delegates for their active participation. Before closing today's session, I would request you to please subscribe our Konkan Gyanpith Pharmacy College YouTube channel. I also would like to remind you about today's afternoon session, which will be at 5 p.m. So thank
Participants, there are a little bit corrections are there. Today's evening session is cancelled because the speakers who is staying over there, they are facing some connectivity issue because of the Nisarga cyclone. So today's evening session is cancelled. So we will meet on tomorrow morning with new speakers. The feedback link will post it on your Telegram group. We will post within 5 minutes on your Telegram group, and the link is active up to 2 p.m. So I request all to please fill up the feedback form. Thank you, Bhushan sir, for your suggestions and for your talk. Thank you, Bhushan sir. So herewith we will conclude the session, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir.